Hello, this is Tom Parrish, and I'm the colorist for LeffingCardinal.com. Today I'm going to briefly show you what I did for the Invictus internet promotional video. Let's begin in the DaVinci color grading system and look at clips presented to me in the locked edit for the Invictus video. In this view, you can see the before and after. The one on the left is the offline video, the one on the right are the clips that have actually already been graded. You'll notice as I scroll through here that there's a combination of indoor and outdoor shots. And one of the things you'll notice first is overall there's a slight color shift into the yellow. This clip is the opening clip for the entire video, and it's quite contrasty and lacks very much color. So during the experimentation phase, I added the Alexa LUT here, and I was super pleased with how it brought out a lot of blue in the shadows and in general more saturation across the entire shot there, as you can see. The producer wanted the initial clips to be fairly dark, so it seemed to be a great start here of darkness with some contrast, put some more color in here to get your interest right at the beginning. After a consultation with the producer, I did some minor color corrections in some of the key clips. Then I tried out an idea that was coming to mind. I thought it would make sense to bring out Rena's skin by creating some color contrast, just greater contrast in a more stylized way. I used an Alexa LUT in Node 2, and goodness sakes, it looked like a great start. You never know till you try it out. What you're seeing in this particular LUT is that it pushes blue into the shadows, does quite a bit of saturation too, and it creates a rather pleasing contrast with her skin, which tends to be a little more in the yellow-red area versus blue in the shadows in the gym. So, with the second node carrying the LUT, I used the first and last node to provide some fine-tuning and balance for the clip as necessary. Finally, let's take a third example and use an outdoor shot of Rena. She's sitting on the Lamar Bridge over Lady Bird Lake in downtown Austin. So how should we make her stand out in this shot? Well, first, to be consistent, I put the Alexa LUT in the second clip, and as you can see, it adds a great deal of color saturation all across. So I moved to the first clip and pulled that saturation back some and would adjust that later if necessary. Moving to the third clip, I added a power window to mask off everything but Rena. This gives me some control. In fact, it allows me to make some independent color tweaks just on her if needed to bring her more forward. I used the third clip to isolate downtown and brought the color saturation down over there. This forces your eye, by the way, to look more at Rena, since the majority of the color and light contrast is on her and the rest of the image is somewhat less saturated and less contrasty.